So let's see, let me do a little history on this guy. So I'm pretty sure he started by working for a contractor distributor. Yeah. And he worked with one of my friends in the industry, David Witherspoon, as a Hoffman down in the Carolinas, yeah. So Mike has a humble start, just like us in distribution. He learned the business the long way, and he's been in it a long time. Mike Noble from Honeywell, he currently leads 3 or 4 businesses for Honeywell. And we're super proud to have him here to give us a little glimpse of what Honeywell's doing. Mike, come on up. Mike Noble with Honeywell. Oh yeah. Go get him, buddy.
So Kanye to kick off, kind of aggressive start. Can't say I agree with his politics or hell even understand him, but the guy can drop a beat anyways. And so it's funny, getting my money right. It's Honeywell is actually doing that right now. I'm not gonna go too off topic here off the bat, but I will run that theme through here a little bit. My name's Mike Noble. I'm the regional general manager for Honeywell. I run the Honeywell and Allerton brands. So I've got Honeywell Distribution, OEM, General Wholesale, and then of course the Allerton direct channel. With me as well is Mayor Kumar. He'll be up here in a little bit. He is the senior product manager for the Connected Solutions. Very smart guy. He's got some cool stuff to show you that we're working on. Yeah, to start off, I want to say thank you to Scott and the crowd. This is a great event. Love the theming. I mean, the outfits, Scott and Gus, ridiculous. But definitely glad to be here, and I want to thank all of you for the time that you're taking to be here. It's hard to take time out of our busy schedules to learn and figure out how to better support our customers, so appreciate everybody being here. Data of the great indoors. So the great indoors theme, gonna go with that as well. 80 to 90% of the data we have in buildings is not being currently used today. So how do we take advantage of that? That's what I hope to explain over the next, let's say, 20 minutes here. Let's find my clicker. Okay, so here's my agenda. Start with market conditions, hit on the future of Honeywell, and then I'm gonna dive into some of the Honeywell brands, how we actually gather that building data, and then talk about some AI productivity tools we're developing, and then Mayor will come up and talk about how we actually utilize that data, the data of the great indoors. Okay, so it's been a very dynamic market. Essentially in the last 6 years, we've had 4 decade-level disruptions. COVID, you've got chip shortages, we've got the inflation, and then most recently the war, which has driven up prices. So in order to be successful in these environments, you have to be agile and laser-focused to survive and thrive. And I would say congratulations to the business owners out here who have been successful. You've had to be agile, you've had to pivot and move and adjust to really dynamic market conditions. Similarly, Honeywell's evolving. So this is Honeywell today. We're a $40 billion multinational conglomerate. We stretch from aerospace to the building space. But we've recently announced several spinoffs. The first one was the Energy and Sustainability Solutions in the bottom right. That's become Solstice, standalone company. We just announced the sale of the Productivity Solutions and Services to the Brady Corp. And Aero is gonna become its own separate business called Honeywell Aerospace. So what's left? Honeywell Automation. So in July 1, we will be Honeywell Automation, standalone, laser focused on automation solutions for industrial and commercial buildings. So, in the words of Kanye, this is Honeywell getting its money right. This is us adjusting to the markets to make sure that what we're doing is laser focused on what you need and what the buildings and industry needs. So circling back to the data of the great indoors, so we've got, how do we actually get our hands on that data? How do we grab that data and pull it in? So we've got several brands that Honeywell owns. My babies are Honeywell and Allerton, but we also have Tritium, of course. Phoenix Controls is a lab hood solution. Sire Burgess for PLCs. And then Honeywell Hospitality, which is formerly Incom. So these kind of make up our building management systems, which is where I live and where we hang out. We also have a ton of fire and life safety solutions. Notifier is literally the Kleenex of fire solutions, but we also own Silent Night, Firelight. And again, all of these are ways that we're pulling data out of the buildings, and then we gotta figure out how to do something with it. Security, access solutions, we've had Honeywell ProWatch for years, but more recently we bought Linnell, which is a massive purchase for us and really bolstered the security portfolio for us. A lot of innovative solutions that we're leveraging across our different businesses. And then tying all this data together is Honeywell Forge. And this is where we kind of analyze and gather that data and provide useful insights. So diving into my building management systems group, So it's just kind of a highlight of some of our products. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here, but I do want to point out Cyberburgess PLCs, a great solution, price point solid, better security than Allen Bradley. If you're interested in critical facilities redundancy, great solution. Optimizer, this has been a fantastic product launch. We've had great success. This introduced T1L into the industry. We were the first with T1L, and we have the most complete T1L solution. That's that 2-wire Ethernet, 10 megs over 2 wires. Phoenix controls, so this is a high precision air valves for lab hood control. Nobody does it better than Phoenix. There's no other solution that controls lab hood pressurization better than Phoenix. We've recently been launching our new TC series thermostats and wall modules, a whole new family of solutions to give you something pretty to look at on the wall. Incom has updated their solution set to the new E7. So you might have seen those old white ones with the orange screen. There's a much nicer looking version of those coming out now. And then we have Global Engineering Services. This is a labor that Honeywell will sell you. So they're certified by Honeywell, trained by Honeywell. And they can do everything from drawings and submittals all the way to actually commissioning and check, test, and start. So on site. So definitely a great service that we have that we offer to our customers. And then Connected Solutions, of course, which I'm going to save for Mayor to get into. So AI. Everybody's been talking about AI, huge topic. Every company is leveraging it some way or the other, and I'm sure most of you are as well. It's the place where we're spending probably more money right now than anywhere else, and figuring out how to use it to actually provide some efficiencies and better insights to our buildings. The holy grail of this will be plans and specs in one end and then a complete job out of the other end. So wiring, diagrams, submittals, programming graphics, all the way to the service contract. Now, in order to do that, we have to break down the workflow into phases and then attack those phases individually with solutions. So we're going to start by focusing on the most labor-intensive part, which is the installation and commissioning. So for the installation and commissioning part, the first one is the AI Project Assist at the top there. And this is basically like a chatbot on steroids that uses your specific data lake. So you can take our information, your standards, your schedules, whatever you do, and you can talk to it so a tech can basically level up by having in his hand an expert, so to speak. It does everything from literally can download controllers, tell you exactly how to wire something up, like literally take this wire, put it into input 2, re-download the controller, so it's very powerful. And it really will help us be more efficient on our jobs and take low-level techs and tech them up, level them up. The other one that we're working on that's pretty powerful right now that's going to be released soon is the Control Logic Assist. And this is basically, it looks at your sequence and it runs through your sequence and it says, hey, this either won't work functionally, there's a breakdown, or there's a more efficient way to do it. And it provides ideas, suggestions, fixes, and it can use standards like ASHRAE 36. So another place that we're leveraging AI is in connected solutions. The data of the great indoors, how do we get the insights out of that? For us, it's connected solutions. And as it started off with, 80 to 90% of the building data today is not being used. So how do we use that? Connected solutions is the answer. So Honeywell Forge on Microsoft Azure, utilizing Niagara Cloud and connected solutions. And you'll continue to see a kind of a convergence of the Niagara solutions and the connected solutions as we go forward. I'm not going to steal the Vicon guys' thunder on the Niagara Cloud, so we're going to focus on connected solutions here. There's basically 5 current offerings or applications for connected solutions today. The first one is RBM, Remote Building Manager. This is the base layer. This is what you have to get this to get onto the cloud. It's very cost efficient. Just get your points into the cloud. Provides basic temperature control, set points, scheduling, alarm management, graphical map with locations on it. And then everything else is a la carte. You pick and choose after that what you want. Part of Remote Building Manager is an open AI, so we can open API, so we can actually take data out of the cloud or put data in, so you can kind of make your own AI governance. Use our data to pull out of the cloud, and you can more tailored solution for your specific customer that you want to work with. So it's very powerful. We allow you to get the data in, get the data out, however you want to do it. So predictive maintenance, pretty obvious. That is predictive maintenance. It's moving away from scheduled maintenance to predictive maintenance and preventative maintenance. A lot of interesting tools inside of that. It pulls data from a lot of different places. Carbon and energy management. This is a sustainability solution. So for us, the The way we're seeing using this is there's a lot of regulation around sustainability reporting. So specifically in Colorado, the municipalities have really tight regulations on what they have to actually report out for sustainability. This solution does that for them. It's a really nice plug and play and uses the existing building data, has the carbon emissions level 1 and 2 as well. So it checks all the boxes you need for your sustainability reporting. Insight Builder is an on-demand dashboard and reporting tool that the contractor can use or the end user can use. Very intuitive, kind of drag and drop some things in there. You can do a before and after, so here's what it looked like before. We did this work, here's what it looks like after. Pay me my money. So that's the Insight Builder. And then the last one on here is Site Manager, which is really designed around like enterprise level portfolio management of small sites, retail, restaurants, that kind of stuff. And it provides this very intuitive control for alarm management, set point management, and scheduling. All right, I'm gonna bring Mayor up for this next part.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, perfect, man.
Thank you, Scott. What a great event here today.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Mayur Kumar, I lead the product management for Honeywell Forge Connected Solutions. What you're seeing here is Forge Cognition. That's AI in action. From our journey from manual to semi-autonomous to autonomous. That's our vision. That's becoming reality very soon. It's all built on Niagara. We all love Niagara. That's built on Niagara framework. This cognition box acts as a nano data center, which holds all the AI agents to build the outcomes that you need to solve for your customers. It's just not a chatbot. It's just not an AI assist. It's just not a digital twin mimic. It's a workspace of environment in a building which you can enter. A holistic view, a 3D, in which the moment you penetrate, you will start seeing all the nits and gritties, all the issues, all the faults that are across any floor, any building, across the entire enterprise. This is enterprise-grade portfolio-level software that we have in the works. From manual to semi-autonomous, I know we all don't trust AI that much until we get hands-on, until we build the trust in terms of the output that AI is bringing for us. That's when we'll move to the autonomous mode. What you're seeing on the second figure there, that's where the AI agent is working on the outcomes that you've designed based on energy efficiency, operational efficiency, and then it will wait for you to approve the actions that it is going to take. And once that trust gets developed and built over the course, that's when it goes to the fully autonomous mode, where it starts taking action and suggests back on what were the parameters it decides on to take that action. For example, if it is recommending that there is a comfort degradation observed on a certain floor, it will automatically book a conference room for you, which has comfort level at par. Or with the camera, you can exactly triangulate to a position where the fire alarm is detecting a smoke. Or you can actually understand whether it is a false or actual alarm which you have to work on. So the camera, the alarms, the sensors, the BMS system, all the points comes together and builds a comprehensive framework for you to decide and take actions and let the building run in an autonomous mode. And before we get there, semi-autonomous is the bridge that we need to cross so that you build that trust with the AI that is in action, in the works, and work for the outcome that you want to achieve for the customer. Thank you.
So just real quick in closing, I just want to kind of circle this all back together. So obviously you see how Honeywell is getting their money right, focusing on automation solutions as a business, and we are going to be entirely focused on that. And then that we also are investing a ton in innovative solutions, like what Mayor just showed you, so that we can figure out how to utilize all this data of the great indoors to provide a safer, more secure, and more comfortable space as efficiently as possible. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. We recently had the CEO or the president of Honeywell in, Bilal, and Mayor came with him, and I will just say Honeywell's commitment to technology in this industry is there at the highest levels, and we're glad to see that they're diving in with all in, right, boys?
Yes, sir.
So,
That's our biggest
so
investment
thank
by
you,
far.
Honeywell. Well done.
Definitely. Thanks,
Great
Scott.
job, you guys.